Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, August 21st, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is you are the heart of the universe and your name is love. Now, I have to tell you that I was awoken at 5 a.m. with downloads and messages coming in about this eclipse, including that energy mantra, which is, I feel like Rumi gave it to me. It's actually based on a Rumi verse. You are the soul of the universe, and your name is love. But it was like, you are the heart of the universe, and your name is love. And it was just over and over, this is important. This is important. This is important. I literally felt energies touching my heart saying, this is important. And just let that be the biggest message that comes through with this scope for this energy, for this eclipse. This is important. And everything else is just details. This is important. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's dive into this energy. We have been building into this solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse. We've been talking about it since the beginning of the year. America's very excited about it to see what's going to happen. It's the first total eclipse that we're having that we can see in America since, let's see, like 100 years ago, basically. It's been like, I can't remember the exact date. I looked it up, but I can't remember the exact date. About like a little bit over 100 years, I believe that it's been since we had a total eclipse. This eclipse is viewable from North America and northern South America. And it's a big deal. It's a big thing. Whether you can see this eclipse or not, guaranteed you are feeling this energy. And I have been saying the universe is working on us when it comes to the Leo energy, when it comes to the energy of the heart, when it comes to the energy of our creative expression, our inner child, and love. Because what the world needs now is love, and this is important, and we've forgotten how important this is. So to me, this is the hallmark of this energy, getting back into the heart, connecting with the heart, recognizing where we have eclipsed the heart, recognizing the shadows that come up that keep us from fully accessing this energy of the heart. Eclipse energies are so powerful because they bring beginnings and endings. You know, the new moon energy is technically a beginning. This is kicking off a 6-month cycle until we hit the full moon in Leo. I haven't looked up when that's going to be. Sometime in late January or February, we'll have that full moon energy that will finish up this cycle. But the eclipse energy also brings transformations and endings in and through this. So we're really working with releasing the shadows, recognizing releasing the shadows, and then stepping onto this new heartfelt path. None of this is what they kept telling me in the morning, none of this is important. This is all so much illusion that's around us. This is what's important. And if we can feed into the world, into the universe with this, with our heart energy, if we can launch, that's such a big word, but if we can launch ourselves into the world wholeheartedly, instead of this half-hearted way we've been living, and I'm not making accusations, like, this is everybody, because bearing your whole heart is scary. You know, we want, when we bear our heart, it to be received, and we want receptive energy for it, and we want it to be treasured and honored. And because of wounds, the shadows, what we're looking at with this eclipse, because of that, it isn't always the case. But that doesn't mean that we tuck it away and hide it forever, including from ourselves. Like, that's one of the things. We're even hiding our heart from ourselves. This is an opportunity to burst forth this foundation of the universe, because we are the heart of the universe, and that is love. It's all love. It's all about the love, and that is what is important, as they kept drilling into me over and over. I wish I had gotten up at 5 a.m. to record the horoscope, because like everything that was coming through was just so potent. I was like, whoa, but Mahalo, my Leo cat, he clambered on me and like sat down and started purring and was like, shh, sleep. This is sleep time. Anyway, that was love too. Very loving of him. This is powerful energy, and if I'm to give you any kind of focus, it is to be in this state of love. There's all kinds of things out there that say, this may happen with the eclipse, this may happen with the eclipse, this may happen with the eclipse, this may happen with the eclipse. I'm just not into predictions. I'm not into putting visions out into the world and influencing how others think in those ways. I just don't think that serves. How I feel like my influence serves is influencing you back into the heart of things, into celebrating this light, into bringing this light to the eclipse energy, to the shadows. And so I really don't think it's important. I also want to say, you know, yes, we feel the intensity of when it happens, but these events, these big astrological events that happen, I always say this, and I feel it so profoundly. It's like we get a download. So this eclipse brings us a download about heartfelt energy, about this love energy, and then over time, we start unzipping the files. We start going through these files that we downloaded and implementing them into our life. Now, what's interesting, I feel, about this eclipse is that we have Mercury retrograde right now, and Mercury will retrograde back to this degree where the eclipse is at. So Mercury is going retrograde and direct right on this degree. To me, it goes with this card, there are going to be things unfurling. There are going to be things coming to light, but you may have to be a little patient in allowing these things to come forward. I have postponement and patience with this. So it's not like, you know, some people expect, like, where are all the big events? Well, they're coming. The revelations, these things, they're coming. Get in your heart, and they will come in very due time. I also find it fascinating that this eclipse is connected to Uranus. Uranus retrograde in Aries. Uranus retrograde in Aries working to extract our I am vibration from the muddiness, from the closets that we have tucked our I am vibrations into. Uranus is like, we gotta free this, we gotta let this go, we've gotta liberate this energy. So Uranus is working in tandem with the sun and the moon at 28 degrees, that degree of wholeness. It's working with that to help shift, release, revolution, evolution, break down, break through these energies as we work with this eclipse. Your best bet is returning again and again to the heart of the matter, which is your heart. Again, remembering none of this other stuff matters. This is what matters. This is what's important. There's a meme out there that says, and I may post it, you know, people will take your hand and be like, this is important, this is important, this is important. And it's like, no, take your hand back and say, no, this is important. The universe keeps like reaffirming the importance of this. So this is really beautiful. Now, I've been talking about this for a long time, the Sabian symbol. And like I said, I read the degree where it's at because that's how I read a chart. You know, this is a 28-degree eclipse. That is 10 energy. That is worthiness. You are a 10. You are whole. You are holy. But some people read the next degree. So I'm reading both degrees for the Sabian symbols. 28 degrees Leo, many little birds on the limb of a big tree. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be okay. And I really do feel like this takes us back into our roots. And knowing that our roots, the root of who we are, our soul, is taking care of us. The soul of the universe, which is love, is taking care of us. It is rooted in, grounded, holding this space for us as we go through these processes, because it's intense, and there is not one of us who is not going through intensity. Me included. So, I promise you, you are being taken care of by the love, the pure love of the universe, which you are always connected to right here, which is why this is important. The other energy is a mermaid emerges from the ocean waves, ready for rebirth in human form. That sounds very Atlantean to me. But I do feel like, you know, the process of evolution, this Uranus energy, we are evolving, we are moving, we are growing with each and every single astrological dance that I present to you every single day. We are growing, and so this is just part of our evolution, part of our dance that we're moving through. Again, It takes time. So just, don't get your expectations like, oh, well, that was a fun dud. Like, no. Just wait, just watch. Things are happening. Again, this is the same thing with manifestation. You have to give the universe the divine timing, the divine order to bring things into light. And this is for everybody. We are the world all together. Don't get stuck in your head about this. Now, I'm not done with the day. After we have this big eclipse energy, which is beautiful, beautiful energy because it is connected to the heart, in case I haven't said it enough, we will have the sun transition to 29 degrees, the final degree of sun in Leo, which even without the eclipse, I would be telling you, get into your joy, get into your soul, get into your heart, get into your creativity, fulfill your solar self, fulfill your solar light, your soul light, your heart light that you come to give off. But along with the sun shifting to 29 degrees, we have the moon moving into Virgo, wholeness and healing. And I was thinking, so Virgo, we talked about this in GPS. I recommend you check this out. But Virgo has this reputation of being so OCD and so like perfectionist. And I was thinking of the saying, cleanliness is next to godliness. Well, what I was thinking instead with this Virgo transit is wholeness is next to holiness. When you embrace your whole self. And I literally cheered when I pulled this card. I was so excited when I pulled this card. I was like, yes, this is the energy. The moon in Virgo may bring us into that old cleanliness, godliness, perfection kind of energy. However, rearrange through the energy, through the eyes of your heart. Through the eyes of your heart, rearrange. Come back into wholeness is next to holiness. And let me read you the beautiful melody of this amazing card, which is the card that is on the booklet. It is the oracle for the archetype of alchemical face. I am union. I am freedom. I am grace. Reclaimed innocence. Yes. Ecstasy, wholeness, presence in the present moment. And I've come to like a point where I like highlight the parts that I want to read because otherwise it gets too crazy. And I did highlight almost the whole exact thing. So, congratulations, you have won the alchemical lottery. In receiving this archetype in your reading, you are reminded that you are whole exactly as you are, despite any appearance to the contrary. You are being encouraged to live your life backwards from the point of view of already being whole, a perception that changes everything in its wake. The universe is gifting you a chemical gold account with whatever it takes for you to recognize who you actually are beyond the ego's illusory masks and limited definitions. So take heart. Whether your life at present seems abundant or an overflowing or falling apart, celebrate and keep your sense of humor nearby. Take a quantum leap into what brings you into joyous participation with the universe. Open to receive your birthright of freedom, union, and grace in the flowing wholeness that is the changeless change. As you choose to get over your archetypal self-doubt, you will begin to playfully awaken the mythic child of joy that you actually are. You will see that you already have an invitation to the spectacularly ecstatic birthday dance party the earth is throwing. Ecstasy does not mean that you will not perceive suffering in your life. It means you have the freedom to choose how you will interpret what is happening to you, or what happens to you. Ecstasy can be seen as experiencing the divine order in all occurrences. And I pulled a card in GPS, the Winged Wise Ones, and it said, fear not, everything is in divine order and you are being taken care of. Fear not. Drawing this card asks you to find ways to look through the eyes of reclaimed innocence, transmuting toxicity into ecstatic love. Stop struggling, stop trying. Always remember your love and empty presence are more than enough. Your love is more than enough. You are more than enough. This is not important. This is important. Come into this. Make this your focus. And make a promise to yourself to keep returning to this focus over and over and over again. This will restore you to knowing your wholeness, your holiness. And I do feel like that may be the theme of Virgo this month. This week, we're moving into Virgo this week. So coming back into this place, this state of wholeness by returning to, remembering the power of your heart, the power of your love. There is nothing else like it. I promise you that. All right, so happy eclipsing. I so want to see your pictures. If you are, getting great pictures, I want to see banana sun. I want to see full eclipse sun. Send them on in to me. I look forward to that. Have a beautiful time in this energy, reconnecting to your heart. Don't worry about everything that's going on in the world. Don't worry about any predictions or anything. Just focus on the love, the light that you can bring, because that is what's important. Namaste.